guys, Jamie here, keeping it coy, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome, and I hope to earn your subscription today. So in today's video, I'm putting the underlay in, getting ready to fit the liner. I've got to clean out the bottom drain again because we had so much rain last night, it literally filled it right back up. So I've got to revac all that out. But yeah, going to get the underlay in full today. Finish insulating the filter house as well, and then we'll get the liner in tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll show you what I've been up to. Let's take you outside.
Hey guys, as you can see by my squinting, it's extremely sunny today. I'm going to spin you around and show you what I've been up to. So here we are, the day before the liner goes in. I was going to do it today, but this has taken me a bit longer than I wanted it to. So everywhere's done except for the floor there. That's basically got 3 layers on that. Although I told a few of you when you said, oh, stick some carpet or something down there, I was saving that for that job, but with the amount of underlay that I ended up with, that's what I've got left. That bit's cut, ready to go down there, but I've still got my step prop up in there at the minute, because what I don't want to do is put the liner in while I'm waiting for the silicone, the CT1 to set on there, for any more little wall collapses to happen behind the liner, because that would just be an absolute nightmare. There is a bit of cement mixed in at the top to try and hold it all together, but still. So plan of action now is that's all in and done. Obviously I've cut the hole out for that, cut the hole out and tucked that behind the skimmer. Everywhere is glued together with my mini blowtorch. So yeah, everything's all nice and tight and tidy, except for this edge here, because obviously I've got the cross beams in the way. So plan of action tomorrow, get up nice and early, another day off. Weatherman says it's going to be sunny, so take these off, get floor underlay down, cut hole for bottom drain, chuck liner in ASAP, cut hole again for bottom drain, CT1 the hell out of it. Hopefully that goes off within a couple of hours because it's relatively nice and warm, and then start putting some water in. Time is now about 2:30, so by the time that I've left, you know, an hour or two for the CT1 to start forming a skin and whatnot, I don't want to risk it. Basically I want a nice long day where I can get it all done and water in all within a day. I only like in that bottom section, don't want it coming up on the top of the step yet, because obviously I've got to do all the returns and the window and whatnot. But if I can get some water in this section, then there's no way anything can collapse further on there. And we've had no other wall collapses around the edge. So yeah, that's where I'm up to with that. Over on the filter house, if I don't trip over a bucket, I've started putting some more insulation in. So bit of a wonky cut there, don't know what happened, so I just shoved a bit in the gap, but it's nice and tight, ain't going anywhere. So, and got a little bit of the 25mm in the gap back there, and that's all nice and tight. This side, similar at the top, but obviously I've got all my pipe work, so what I've done, I've just used the offcuts from that board to do that so far, and the only section I've got left to do is this bit down there. But obviously I can't put anything just here because that almost touches the wall. Literally it's a finger width, my finger's now stuck. So yeah, but obviously there is some down there, and obviously the hole wasn't exactly cut perfectly, but yeah, so I might just get some thin like 25mm or even thin, and just to cover that gap. To be honest, you're not going to get a lot of wind or anything down there anyway. I mean, you've got a big fence in the way, the pond, the pergola, the houses. No winds coming in from that direction, but just be nice to put something there just to keep a bit of the warmth in. But yeah, everything's all good. Obviously I loosened all these before I tightened it all off, so they're now one-handed jobbies. Still stiff, but one-handed, which is always a bonus. And I loosened this one as well, so that's now a one-handed jobby. I remember when I tried to show you guys that before, they weren't budging at all. So yeah, that's all good. I've still got another offcut there, and then another full sheet there. That one will probably go on the roof. Yeah, because I won't probably be insulating the doors with this. I don't know what I'm going to insulate them with. But yeah, quick look at the fishes in this one. PP treatment went well. Obviously the sodium thiosulfate cleaned it all up. They're all happy as Larry in there. Have they eaten all their food? Yeah, they've eaten all their food. Oh, spooked him. Sorry, dude. But yeah, as you can see, clear as crystal again in there now. Happy as Larry. I see them right down the back there. So, if there weren't so much of a reflection and ripples in the water, but I've still got the oxygen on full whack at the minute, as you can see by the bubbles down there. So yeah, we're all good on that front. The grass that was under the net is doing well. Just reseeded that area, so got the net over that bit now. I'm doing well, and then I'll start working my way across the garden. By the time I get right down to here, hopefully the pond will be finished, and I would have finished treading all over it by then, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. So I'm going to leave it for today. I'll roll this section back up. Should probably just chuck it in the bottom of the pond. I've stapled it down all the way around the edges. As you can probably hear, it's quite windy today. It'll be typical when you're trying to do underlay in the wind. But yeah, obviously it's got this section on the corner, which was from this bit. Same on that side. The offcut for the window I put under there, and then obviously that's a double bit. So apart from this little gap here and this little gap here, it's all got 3 layers, and then just that little tiny gap and that little tiny gap only has 2 layers, which there's not very many sharp objects on them bits anyway, so that's a bonus. Window frames all in, all cut in, ready to go. Haven't yet ordered the window. Have ordered the UV, but yeah, haven't yet ordered the window. These guys are doing fantastic, but because I've been up and down climbing in and out of the pond, they're a bit spooked as always. Need to clean my windows again as the sun's starting to come out. The windows start to get dirty. Blooming typical. As you can see, them all in there. But yeah, running a bit out of space now in there, so I can't really put any more from the fish tank in there at the moment. But my plan B is, if all goes well with treatments in there, then I'm going to move a couple of the bigger ones out of here in with them over there, which will be the chag, that weird white one with the black stripe down his back, and the ghost. I'll stick them over in the blue vat down there, and that will then give me some more room to put some more of the fry in there, because 3 big 30cm fish could easily equal 5 or 6 of them and the rest. So that's the plan on that one. So yeah, that's where I'm up to at the minute. I will catch a little slight change of plan just before we lose the rest of the afternoon. I decided to move that out of the way and get the underlay finished, and then put it back for the night. So I've got it all propped back up, all wedged back up. The liner is glued everywhere, and even more of a bonus, the bottom sheet here went up there, and it finishes there. So most of that now has got 4 layers of underlay on that corner, and obviously in the little gap that was here and here, it's got 3 layers of underlay, so I think I'm going to be fine. Yeah, so that's all now done, so it's just a case of up nice and early tomorrow. I've cleaned the rim of the bottom drain. Obviously I'll give it a quick wipe again in the morning. There is still a bit of water. I don't know if you can see it from up there. Let me try and zoom in a tad. Yeah. I did vacuum it out again today. The rain we had yesterday started at around 1-2 o'clock ish and didn't stop till about 11. But yeah, the water that I vacuumed out of there, I emptied one lot down there with the old pond vac, and because I wanted to get it done quick, the first lot I emptied in that bucket. But the pond vac apparently holds an awful lot more than that bucket. It went everywhere, but never mind. So yeah, we're all ready to go. So I'm going to drop the liner in tomorrow, get the flange on, and then get that all glued up, and then give it a couple of hours. Hopefully we have no collapses on here. I mean, it seems pretty solid. It took me about half an hour to get that all in nice and neatly. The only slight wrinkle I've got is that one there, but I'll flatten that out tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm happy with how it's all turned out so far, and if I can get the liner in tomorrow without any collapses along here, then by tomorrow afternoon I can fill this area with water, and that will then hold everything in place until the winter gets here. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll fill this area with water. I won't do that until I've got a bit of water on here, just an inch or two, but I'm not going to go up that high for now. And then I'll get that glued in, that glued in, and that glued in, all on the same day. I'll put a couple of inches in there and stand in there with my wellies, or barefoot, depending on how warm the water is. But yeah, I've got the UV ordered, as I mentioned earlier. All I now need is the pump and the window, and we can get finished, because I've got a big old length of 2 meters there, 3 meters of 2 inch. Obviously the airline's all done, that's sitting up there. The drainage into the filter is all done. It's literally just the returns left to do now, and the electrics, but the electrics shouldn't take me too long. But yeah, got a backboard now up there, and a shelf ready to go, so it's all extra solid now. To fix these on, I just use some very large washers and some screws. They're all now fixed and secure. You might be thinking, why have I not gone all the way up on the roof? I'm thinking of running some wood along the inside on the roof, so when it shuts it's kind of like airtight. So yeah, that's why I've left that there. It's the same thickness. Oh, it's all in the pond now, I'm using it, but it's the same thickness as that piece there. So and that's the same with the gap along the top there. So I can, although I've got that in the way, but I can put some wood on the inside anyway. That way, when the lid closes, it'll be nice and airtight, and we'll be all singing and all dancing. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day here, guys, and you can snap back tomorrow. Well, it'll be tomorrow for me, but it'll be a couple of days for you. Because yeah, another thing as well, we're all up to date, guys. I have no videos in the bank other than this one you're watching now, and while you're watching this, I'm probably recording me fitting the liner. So yeah, I'm all up to date. Got my little this year's tomato plant. For those of you that have been following me for a wee while, the one that we had last year went absolutely crazy, but it's all gone now. I don't know what one we had last year. A money maker. So I've gone for something slightly different this year. We've gone for some Shirley F1s. like a good Shirley, nice red tomato. But yeah, gonna get all this sorted because this is where my vat's gonna go. So shift all that out. My strawberries are still getting eaten by something or other. The squirrels still keep sneaking in here and digging it all up. So I'm ripping the whole lot out, starting again, and making something a lot better. Unfortunately, it's probably too late for me to repot the aces now. They're all starting to bloom, or leaf, whatever you call it on an acer. This one's still in bud stage at the minute, but no, one more warm day and it will probably start opening up. And the same with this one. This one's all, oh no, there's the odd one that just starting to open up. And my two little baby ones, they're the same as well. Loads of aces. That one's really starting to open up, and this one is still in buds at the minute, so again ready to open up. But my apple tree all budded or leaved, and the plum tree all leaved up. I've got my lemon trees out today as well. Got the covers off, got them out. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is all going to be moved once I finish with the pond anyway. I was hoping to get the aces repotted a couple of weeks ago really, but whenever I get some spare time, it's all pond related at the minute. So yeah, I'm gonna pack all my bits away that I've been using, and we'll catch you later.
Right guys, so yeah, the underlay, as you can see, is all in. That's another job basically ticked off the list. The underlay just done that. The liner is going in tomorrow. We'll get that in, but that'll be obviously on the next video now, because I try to keep my videos as short as I can, but those of you that have followed me for a while knows I like a good waffle as well. So apologies if I'm ever waffling too much. Just tell me to shut up. Stick it in the comments. Shut up and get on with it, Jamie. But yeah, so again, thanks for watching guys. Hopefully I've earned your subscription today. Like the video, give me a share, and I'll catch you all on the next one.